What's up, everybody? My name is Remix Tensels, and I'm here with
Weapon X46.
And today he's going to be joining me on this comic book video that we're going to be working on. So basically, just a heads up for those of you that are familiar with my channel, this is how the comic book videos are going to be done, or any other project that we come up with. But anyways, let's get back to it. So, like I said, today's going to be a comic book video, or a character spotlight on the one and only Deadpool. And I'm pretty excited because we all know that he's coming out with a movie later on today, and I'm going to be watching it tomorrow. What are you watching it? He's watching it with me, he's my date.
Yeah.
Sorry, guy.
Deadpool, also known as Wade Wilson, the true name of Deadpool, by the way. Sorry. And yes, it's kind of ironic that Wade Wilson, Slade Wilson. Yes, we'll get to that though. Now, he is the anti-superhero of Marvel. He has the tendency to break the fourth wall, but he is also known as the Merc with the Mouth. The creators who made Deadpool is Fabian Nicieza and Rob Liefeld. His first appearance came out in the New Mutants, number 98 in February of 1991.
So a little brief background about the character Deadpool. Liefeld was actually the one that kind of like pitched the idea over to Fabio?
Fabio?
Like I said, a little bit background. Liefeld was like a really big fan of Teen Titans at the time, and he wanted to make his own character, which of course, we all know where Deadpool kind of like originated from because he looks a little too close to Deathstroke.
Yes, Slade Wilson.
And when he pitched the idea over to Fabian, Fabian actually told him this, or I think there was like a quote that says he told Rob that this looks exactly, or this is basically Deathstroke from Teen Titans. Deathstroke is not really a fourth wall breaking character.
Yeah.
I don't recall him stepping out of the comic book world and punching the writers in the face, and I think killing them too.
No, I don't think so. I mean, Deathstroke is pretty serious and pretty brutal with his missions, alright? He has a task, he'll do it. And why? For the money.
For the dinero.
Or for vengeance, why not? For the heck of it. So now today we're not going to go too far into the stories that Deadpool has broken into. That's why we say breaking the fourth wall. Because there's so many comic book stories that he's been into. So we're going to try giving you the best knowledge of what we know together on what comics books we've actually seen him in. So, let's see, what can I start with? Obviously there's the whole where he joins Spider-Man. He does the Deadpool versus Carnage. He has the circle chase. He's had one where he works with the Avengers. He has one where what is it? Marvel Zombies. He was actually pretty good in Marvel Zombies. And they even continued his story off with making Merc with the Mouth. Now that was an intense story. I believe he also worked with the X-Force, right?
Yeah, he worked with the X-Force. I think that was like his second appearance too in comic books. It was X-Force issue 2.
Mm-hmm.
He also got involved with Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, and that's the one where I think towards the end is when he jumps out of the comic book world page and goes into the writer's room and starts I think he kills them in there. There was also the one Deadpool Kills Deadpool, or Deadpool versus Deadpool. That one was just weird and silly.
And that's what's crazy about his fourth wall breaking, and which is so awesome about Deadpool, by the way. This guy, and this is so awesome. If you guys ever plan on dressing up or cosplaying, literally anyone can do it. Your dog can do it.
Your dog, your cat,
my shoe. So now that we covered what the certain comic book knowledge that we had on Deadpool, let's go on to the basics of his suit and everything else. So, Deadpool wears a full-on tactical suit. Ooh, nice and tight. Has a full-on teleportation device, so Scotty beat me. And yes, he has done this. Yeah, the
he really has?
Yeah, he has.
I didn't even know that. That's funny.
There you go, guys. His katanas is one of his main weapons, is his katana blades, which contains carbonanium or carbonanium, something like that.
I like that. I can't pronounce it either.
Which disrupts the healing factor. Big
whoops for Wolverine and any other character that was involved in the same kind of projects that they were put in.
Yes, the Weapon X program. He also has other kinds of weapons. Knives.
Grenades.
Bats.
Guns.
Shoe toys.
Freaking your underwear.
Crayons.
His underwear.
Jose. Ole. And will improvise on any other kind of weapon he finds or sees. Anything to get him out of the jam.
One thing about Deadpool is that he has superhuman strength. And I'm not talking about like his generic superhuman strength. I'm talking about where he can lift 2 tons. As where I can lift this water bottle nice and empty. Check that out. Charlie. And another thing that he's able to do is he has superhuman speed where he's been seen running at 80 miles an hour.
Ridiculous.
Another thing he has is he has superhuman stamina, flexibility, durability.
Deadpool is also known as the Master of Martial Arts and the Master of Assassin. And he's also multilingual. That is very talented. I can barely speak Spanish, dude. Yeah, barely. Ole.
Even Batman's pissed, dude.
One of Deadpool's weaknesses happens to be his mental state.
So it causes him to have like violent outbursts.
Which explains the voices in his head, people. Oh my
Voices in
god.
his head.
All kinds of voices. I've had hearing so many voices. Don't stop telling me to yell.
I didn't say anything.
Stop! You're yelling at me. No, I don't think he's crazy at all.
You're crazy. Another cool thing that happened to Deadpool, well, it's not really cool, but it's kind of messed up, but at the same time kind of cool.
Pretty fun.
It's called the Mythical Curse. It was actually by Loki to make Deadpool think that he was his biological father. Now, the curse was removed the moment Deadpool walked into a bar, sat down right next to his actual father. That's the only way the curse was able to be broken, is that he got to see his father without even knowing who he was. So it was like one of those like happy coincidences. And another cool thing about Deadpool is that he has another fear. But this fear is seriously one of the funniest things ever. The reason being is like, you sit there thinking, how? And then even for me, like, I'm afraid of spiders.
Yeah.
But I mean, this phobia...
Even finding out what this phobia is, it's pretty ridiculous. You're going to be like...
And I can't pronounce the phobia, which is...
Bovinophobia.
Which is the fear of cows. Deadpool's actually stated that he thinks cows scare the hell out of him. And he thinks it's because like when they're always standing there just staring at you, he thinks of it as like they're waiting for something dark to happen. And like personally, what the hell are you doing?
Another weakness that happens to be pretty interesting is that he can be annoying.
That's true. Domino has actually stated that Deadpool's most lethal weapon is his mouth. There was something I forgot to mention. Another fear, but this one's kind of like a little bit sad. One of Deadpool's actual fears, the worst fear of them all that he considers, is being truly and utterly alone.
Which is pretty common. I mean, no one really likes being alone. That's why I'm with him.
And that's why I'm doing this video with him.
Deadpool is just the hilarious part for me in Marvel. He cheers me up. He has the right puns, the right jokes. Dude, and we're going to go back into that because of the jokes-wise, and speaking of the homages. Yes, if you don't know what homages are, it's where practically a hero or a comic book practically portrays an original comic book or a series. He's been in the All-Stars, which is I think DC comic book, where it's Superman holding like a newspaper in one hand and something else in another, and there's a crowd in the back, and it says the Deadpool Merc, and it's the same thing, only in the back you just see the X-Men, which is pretty hilarious. But also, now that before we wrap everything up, interesting fact, the man has actually made, okay, listen to this, it's an interesting fact, you can look it up yourself. The man, out of pure boredom, Deadpool had made 392,824, I believe, I could get the number wrong, 1,000 pancakes out of pure boredom.
Who sits there one morning, or like one day, or 2 days, or God knows how long it takes to make that many pancakes and go like,
over 300,000, that's pretty boring.
I can only imagine going like, nothing smells better in the morning than the smell of 300-something thousand pancakes in the kitchen.
I mean, for me, it'd probably be bacon.
But one more thing though, before we actually end off the video. We all know that Deadpool's coming out, and for those of you that somehow don't know by now who's playing Deadpool, it's Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Ryan Reynolds is going to be playing as Deadpool in the movie, and like I said, I think I said it, we're going to be watching the movie tomorrow.
Yep.
So some of you may be seeing it tonight, and we're going to be watching it tomorrow around 4. So no spoilers! I'm already excited just from the trailers themselves, just like how I am with any other comic book movie that's coming out later on the year that we're not going to mention because they're not important. This video was specifically for Deadpool and a short bit for Ryan Reynolds, and we are actually happy that Ryan Reynolds is going to be the one performing, despite what I said on my live streams, even though I think we could have found somebody way better. Just kidding though. Oh yeah, like a giant, I said that so it's like a funny paragraph.
Yeah, etc, etc. Ryan Reynolds, great job, dude. You did an awesome job on it. I am proud of your work.
And I doubt he's ever going to watch this video, but in general, we should just still say it's awesome that you try to get this character to be part of something. And I think there was like an interview where he said he tried for 11 years to get this character to be a movie.
It was a well-fought fight.
So, I mean, congratulations for even playing the character and even in general just being the character. But again, if you're interested in some reading recommendations, I believe my friend Comic Kyrie is going to be posting a video. So somewhere around here, there's going to be like an annotation, and it's going to be like a link to her channel where she will post the video. That's assuming if she has it up. If she doesn't, then I'll post the link when she actually makes it.
Check it out, though. You guys should recommend. There's another side take on Deadpool's intro on everything about Deadpool.
So again, everybody, I'm Remix Tensos for those of you that didn't know.
And I'm Weapon X46 for those who did know.
So, and again, thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully we did the video, you know, at least decent. And if there's any kind of advice or feedback that you guys can go ahead and give us,
let us know.
Please feel free to let us know, because we want to be able to portray these like videos better, or like, you know, present them better is what I'm trying to say. But again, everybody, hopefully you enjoy this video, and hopefully you enjoy the Deadpool movie. If you go watch it, if you're not, like he said, go watch it, give it a chance. Take your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Just
tell her it's a love movie.
Yeah, just tell her it's a love movie. It kind of basically is a love
practically
movie.
Is. Yeah, it is.
So again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Later.